Okay, great. Well, welcome everyone again to the Focus on Fall 2021 Extensions. We're going today for the Advisement Day Fall 2020. I know many of you are wondering, when are we going to go be able to study abroad or study away again? And we are hopeful for summer 2021 that you'll be able to study abroad. And the pandemic obviously is very fluid, but we have our fingers crossed for summer 2021 and definitely for fall 2021. So with that, by the end of today's session, you will have understood the specifics of exchange as a program type. You can compare and contrast programs available to you through UW-Stout and understand the process and timeline to apply for fall 2021 and beyond. What defines an exchange program? When you have an exchange program, that's when you're able to pay the Stout tuition and fees, which is usually a pretty good deal. The other great thing about an exchange is that it allows universities from overseas who are our partners to have their students come and study at Stout. Therefore, you're bringing a global perspective into the classroom, and you're having the cultural exchange between students and exchange of ideas. So anytime you can have that cultural exchange, it's always a bonus. That's why we like to encourage students to attend our exchange programs whenever possible. We're going to go through a variety of exchange programs today. They are organized by region and alphabetized within there that you'll notice. So we're going to start with our European exchange programs. The American College of Greece is located in Athens, Greece, and this program offers a variety of courses. So if you have a specific major that you maybe want to combine with some gen ed courses when you go abroad, this may be a really good option for you. If you study studio art, or if you study business, or if you want to take some engineering classes, they may have a little bit something for everyone. Their accommodations are really nice. This is actually where the Olympians stayed when the Olympics were in Athens, Greece several years ago. So they have some pretty nice apartments on campus that are quite close to the campus. Fontys University is located in the Netherlands, and this is a business school, and they have really some unique offerings in the business area. So for example, if you wanted to study like e-preneurship or e-commerce, smart innovation, they have those types of courses. They also have, the usual marketing, international business. But if you want just kind of they have fresh business management. So if you're looking for something a little bit unique to your business administration program, this might be a good option for you. The terms are fall, spring, and academic year. And again, you have off-campus apartments. There's a minimum GPA of 2.0. And they have a very diverse campus. It's very close to Germany. So even though there will be Dutch students at the campus, there'll be also a lot of German students as well. And a lot of our exchange programs offer what they call the buddy program. And this is when they partner up one of their students from, for example, a student from the Netherlands would be buddied up with someone from the US who can help you answer a lot of different questions, because I know it can be a little disorienting sometimes when you're at another university and you think, how am I going to navigate this? How can I, where do I go for this or where do I go for that? You'll have someone paired up with you to help you along the way with all those questions. And of course, anytime you arrive at a university, there's going to be an orientation that is given by the international office over there. And so they're there to help you navigate everything at the university, getting enrolled and answering any housing questions, etc. Han University of Applied Sciences, International School of Business. This is another school in the Netherlands that focuses on business. So again, if you're looking for more of the international marketing, international supply chain, this is a really good option for you. This is a quite larger university than Fontes, the previous one that's located in Venlo. This has 3 different campuses to it. So that's why the student body of 33,800 looks much larger. They have a minimum GPA of 2.5. Again, they have off-campus student complexes. It's quite common in Europe where not all of the residence halls are on a campus like they are at UW-Stout or another US campus. It's not really common where universities own their own residence halls. So in some cases, they're going to be off-campus student complexes. And so they're not necessarily just tied to the university. So just to let you know the difference in the structure there. Hessen, Wisconsin. So the state of Wisconsin has a sister state relationship to the state of Hessen. And therefore, because of this relationship, you have nearly a dozen different options of universities to attend. And I know that the options can be a little overwhelming. You think, where should I study for which programs? I can help you sort that out. I've been fortunate to be able to go over there and visit all of the universities. So I have an idea and an understanding of where they're located, what they offer, and things like that. So I can help you sort out those options. And the options are going to vary by campus to campus. They offer all terms, fall, winter term, spring, summer, academic year. And they always offer a 1-month intensive German course prior to your course start date, which is a really nice aspect to this program. Something to be aware of in Germany is their academic terms can be quite different than ours. So for example, if you studied in fall semester, you would more than likely start the academics actually start October 1st, and you'd be done somewhere around mid to late February, but you would start September 1st with that 1-month intensive German course. If you went in the spring, the academics start April 1st, but you would actually start March 1st with the 1-month intensive German course. So most students decide if they're going to go to Germany, they usually go in the spring simply because it works a bit better with the academic term. And in spring, it ends around mid to late July. Or students will decide to go for a full year, and that way you're not, missing a term or anything. Now, here's the list of the universities, and I wanted to point out the second one here, Marburg, is an exception to the academic terms that I just mentioned. Marburg has set up a program that follows the US academic calendar. So if you did want to go to Germany in the fall and experience the wonderful German Christmas markets and everything that has to offer, there is definitely an option for you. And Marburg is an absolutely lovely town with a castle at the top of a hill. And it's a beautiful, quaint little town. You can walk around. So I highly recommend Marburg. And it's also a great option if you want to take some gen eds. Universität Kassel is in the northern part of Hessen. And this will have the German academic term and a great option there. And there's Hochschule Fulda. Fulda is, if you want to study business, if you're an HDFS major, this can be a good option. They have kind of a social work track that would work for your program. And Justus Liebig University in Gießen. The next one, Technische Hochschule Mittelhessen. The acronym is THM. You can study there for a semester. And another additional option that they offer is the Studium Plus internship program. Now, this is offered in fall term only, and it does fit in our actual fall term. So your program would finish by December. But I wanted to point this out because they provide a stipend. So if you're in business administration, engineering, or computer science, I highly encourage you to check out the Studium Plus option. And you can come and talk with me, and I can provide you more details. But I believe it's about a €600 a month stipend. So it's about 1,800 euros for the whole time, the 3 months that you're on internship there. Plus you would have a German class. So that's something to really consider. Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, along with Goethe University, are both located in Frankfurt. And now, if you were going to go to Goethe University, I would recommend that you be nearly fluent in the German language and very independent. And sometimes it's a lot of German universities, or a lot of the European universities. Some can be more independent than others in terms of services they provide or courses. And so I always recommend at Goethe, you want to make sure you're independent. Maybe you've been to Germany before. It's a great university. So just something to think about there. Offenbach University of Art and Design is located just outside of Frankfurt, really close. It's about a 20-minute bicycle ride from Frankfurt, where they have this, in Frankfurt, they have this museum row. And this is just right down the river from there. So, Offenbach University of Art and Design is a small art and design school. You can take all variety of studio art courses, interior design, industrial design, just a plethora of options there. Excuse me, Technische Universität Darmstadt, TU Darmstadt. This is the technical university in Darmstadt. So if you're studying engineering, some other science, business, they have courses in English for you there. Hochschule Rhein-Main, this is a great option in graphic communications, graphic design, interactive media, and they have some other programs as well. And then Hochschule Geisenheim University is a small university in Geisenheim near the Rhine Valley, or the Rhine River. They have a lot of vineyards down there. A lot of wine comes from this area, and they have a really great wine business program. So if you thought you wanted to, maybe if you're in hospitality and you want to learn more about the wine business, this is a great option. This is not if you just have a hobby in wine tasting. It's a lot different than that. You're actually learning the business of wine. So this might be a good option for you. I have the URL there if you want to check out more options, because I know there's a lot of information here, so feel free to check those out, and you can always ask me if you have any questions. Hochschule Darmstadt, University of Applied Sciences, is also located in Darmstadt, Germany. Now this university is located within the state of Hessen. I specifically didn't have it listed in the Hessen slide prior, simply because we have a direct partnership with Hochschule Darmstadt. And here, this is a great option if you want to study many of the design programs: entertainment design, game design, graphic design, and interactive media, industrial design. There's some courses in mechanical engineering, plastics engineering that are offered in English, business. So there's some good options there for a variety of terms. You need to have a minimum GPA of 3.0. 3.0, and they have some residence halls on campus. One thing I wanted to point out, and I know that we are focusing on fall 2021 exchange programs, but I wanted to mention that Hochschule Darmstadt is offering a virtual winter program. So I know students really want to go abroad right now, and that's not possible at the moment, but they're offering a virtual option. So you can choose either a business module, international marketing and sales, or the social sciences module, digital societies. Choose one of those and then pair it with the German language course that's being offered at all levels. Darmstadt is not charging any fees for this, so all you'll have are the Stout tuition and fees. So this is something maybe to consider if you, when you take the business module and German course together, that's going to be a total of 3 credits. So if you want to knock out 3 credits when you're home during the holidays, this might be a good option for you. Howes University is one of our newest partners in Belgium, and we're really excited about this option. And it's great for entertainment design, game design, graphic design, interactive media. There's hospitality, industrial design, computer science. So I highly encourage you to check out this university. They have, you know, a lot of these, I don't know if you've noticed, a lot of these are applied science schools where they have the same polytechnic mission as UW-Stout. So a lot of hands-on learning, a lot of studio courses. So I highly encourage you to think about this option as well. You need to have a minimum GPA of at least 3.0. Their courses are pretty intense, which is good because it does match what Stout has. I know, especially in art and design, they're really intense courses. So this is a really good option for you. Their game design program was named on Princeton's 2019 Top 50 Undergraduate Schools for Game Design. The director of the School of Art and Design, Dave Beck, has had the opportunity to visit this university. He was highly impressed with it and was the person who started this partnership. So if you have any questions, you can always go and talk with Dave Beck in the School of Art and Design. His office is located in the main office on the 2nd floor. Munich University of Applied Sciences is located in Munich, Germany, a beautiful city in Bavaria. They have courses in business, hospitality, tourism, packaging, supply chain, mechanical engineering. So a variety of options there. I know Robert Meisner, who's was the program director in packaging, started this program. So if you're a packaging major, you've probably heard about this university, and it's a good option for students in that major. You need a minimum of 2.75 GPA, and they have some residence halls on campus. It can be a little competitive, so some have to live off campus. There's 20,000 plus high-tech firms in Munich, major banks, insurance companies. It's a really large city and beautiful city as well. And its location is one of the top 10 most livable cities in the world. I can attest to that. I've been there a couple of times and it's absolutely lovely. Saxion University of Applied Sciences is another one of our newer partnerships, and Dave Beck was also there. He went to visit Howes University and Saxion at the same time and was highly impressed again with this university. And you can see all the different majors that there are options for this university. They have residence halls, great city center locations, and so very highly digitalized university. So this is another great option if you're studying in any of the fields that are mentioned here. CEU San Pablo. I studied in Spain for an academic year, so I absolutely love Spain and had the opportunity to visit CEU San Pablo. They have 2 different campuses. One is right in the heart of Madrid, and the other is just slightly outside of Madrid, but still very close in proximity to the city. So if you studied, some of the sciences or health sciences, you would be out a little bit further in the campus that's just outside the city. And then in the city center are courses for hospitality, tourism, business, marketing, courses for in communications, and environmental science. There's a lot of great options here. And again, they're offered in English, and all of the schools that I'm mentioning, the courses are offered in English. So even if you don't speak the local language, don't worry. The courses are in English, and it's always a good idea though to take a course in the target language when you have the opportunity. That's just going to help you more in your daily life and really be able to connect to the people there. The minimum GPA is 2.5. They have off-campus apartments. How it works a little bit more in Spain is most of the universities contract with housing providers. And we always encourage students to use those providers that are provided by the university, because if there are any questions or issues or anything, they are then able to navigate those questions or issues on your behalf. You'd be able to take classes if you want to take some classes in Spanish at this university. That's also an option if you wish. If you've never been to Madrid, it's, again, a great city, a lot of great food and tapas, and you would learn all about that if you have a chance to go there. This other university, Universidad Pontificia Comillas, is also located in Madrid, and this focuses more on engineering. And again, the courses are in English. They have a program called the Sapiens program that they created specifically for engineers, and all the courses are in English. So if you are an engineering student and want specific engineering courses, you want them in English, and you want to study in Spain, this is a great option for you. They also have courses in the applied social science areas and applied science as well. At least a 2.0 GPA. And again, there's off-campus apartments, just as I was mentioning when we were talking about CEU San Pablo. The University of Skövde in Skövde, Sweden is a smaller campus at 2,600 students. And they have courses in applied math and computer science. There is a program of courses, course modules set up essentially for game design students in the BFA in the fall term only. Dave Beck, whom I was mentioning earlier, also had the opportunity to visit Skövde and look at their curriculum and look at Stout's curriculum. And he did some course matching. So if you are a game BFA student, on Skövde's website, which is on our Study Abroad website, there is a PDF showing the courses that would be a good course match for the game design BFA program. And again, that's for fall term only. Now, if you wanted to go in the spring and you were studying something else, there could be a few options for you there, but we'd have to take a look and make sure that there's enough courses for you to take that are offered in the English medium. The minimum GPA is 2.8. And again, it's located in a lot of smaller town, a lot of old charm and modern architecture that are in Skövde. So that concludes our European exchange programs. We also have 3 programs in Asia. The first one is Jungong University, and this was located in Seoul, South Korea, and they have some 900 courses in the English medium. Excuse me. And you'll see a variety of majors that can apply here, so quite a few. They have dormitories on campus, great scholarship opportunities. They have scholarships where essentially you're kind of getting paid to make friends. They have you do, it could be a variety of options of things that they might ask you to do, but a lot of times will be paired up with a student from Korea where you can practice a language exchange. You might be helping with different interviews that are offered in English. So it's a great way to get a stipend every month. And the total, the amount of money that you would get back for your stipend is equivalent to the room and board that you would pay. So when you're paying the Stout tuition and fees, plus if you can get the scholarship for your room and board, that's a really good deal. And about 80% of the students receive the scholarship. Even if you didn't receive the scholarship, the room and board are very cheap. I think if for the semester, the room is $1,300 and at Stout, you pay about $3,000. And the board part, where your food or meal plan, is $700 for the semester. So it's really low in cost. Kansai Gaidai is located in Hirakata, Japan, and I also had the pleasure of teaching over in Japan, not far from this university, just within an hour or two of the university. It's right near, it's a 30-minute train ride from Kyoto and Osaka. And Kyoto is an amazing town or small town that has a real traditional Japanese culture to it. So and then Osaka is a larger city where that's where you would fly into. So it's a great location to see both of those types of cities. The student body is about 13,000. They offer an Asian studies program. And so if you're, in the social sciences, business, tourism, management, and some studio art, they have a manga drawing class. So this could be a good option for you. They offer courses in fall, spring, summer, and academic year. Minimum GPA of 2.5, and they have on-campus residence halls or homestay. They also have some other programs where it really gets you to meet other Japanese students. So there's a speaking partner program where it's kind of, again, that's that cultural language exchange. They have a home visit program. So for students who are living in the dormitories, and that'll give you a chance to meet families in the area. A lot of times they'll invite you out for different activities, and also have a chance probably to taste some really good homemade Japanese food. They also have an Experience Japan program. This is a program that was created to really deepen the relationships and friendships with the Japanese students. And they have different activities planned that are based on sports, culture, etc. So there's 4 different main areas that they like to focus on in terms of activities. So it's a great option sometimes I know when you're going abroad, it might be a little nerve-wracking of who am I going to meet? Where am I going to meet friends? And it really happens quite naturally in your orientations. You're going to meet other Americans, especially that are in the same boat. They're all kind of nervous. So you'll meet friends immediately. And then the next step is, how do I meet students from this country? So this is a great program that gets you integrated with the students. So this is our second exchange program in Korea. It's Korea University at the Sejong campus, which is about an hour and a half, 2-hour train ride outside of Seoul. And the student body is about 8,000 students, and again, has about 900 and some courses in the English medium. So even though if you don't speak Korean, that's just fine. You can learn, take a Korean class when you're over there, but you do not have to speak the language before going there. They have dormitories. You can stay right on campus there, and they have a minimum GPA of 3.0. They also have a great scholarship opportunity where, very similar to the one when I was talking about Jungong, where you have the language exchange with another student from Korea. On top of that, the activities are fairly similar with Korea University, where then your stipend would cover the equivalency of your room and board, but then they also cover $1,300 of your airfare there. So again, that's a really good deal. And along with paying the Stout tuition and fees, it almost turns out to be equivalent. It's about equivalent of studying here for the semester, maybe even a little bit cheaper. Now we have a domestic exchange option as well, and that's the National Student Exchange. And you have a choice of 150 different schools within the U.S., its territories of Puerto Rico, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands of St. Thomas and St. Croix, and then Canada. So there's a lot of great cultures to experience within the U.S. and the territories. And so the majors really depend on every campus. So you'd want to visit their website, and there's all different ways you can search for programs that would work for you. The minimum GPA is 2.5, and you can also go with a friend if you wish. You can be linked up and go on the exchange with a friend to any of the schools. And then the deadline you're looking at is February 15th for the following academic year. So this deadline is a little bit early than our other programs, but we have this earlier deadline because March, right around the first week of March in 2021 is when there will be a conference where you essentially would find out what school you're going to be going to. And again, this is for fall 2021 and spring 2022. So if you think you might want to go on the National Student Exchange, now is a great time to start planning for that. Now, your next steps, if you think you want to gather some more information, or maybe you want to apply, you can research your options at the website listed below. That's uwstout.studioabroad.com. You can make a virtual appointment with a study abroad advisor. We are still taking appointments today. Again, my name is Andrea Morse, and my coworker, Chela Saya, is the study abroad advisor. We're taking appointments today. We also have Scott Pearson, who's the director, taking appointments, and Ashley Eaker, who is our study abroad student assistant, taking appointments. So you can always log on to our link, which I can place in the chat box, and you can always schedule an appointment with us. If you think you want to go abroad, now is also a great time to apply for your passport. Passports are taking anywhere up to maybe 12 weeks right now. The time frame could get better. We hope it does. But now is a great time to apply for your passport. Even if you're not sure if the particular program you're interested in is going to go or not, just apply for your passport. That's what I can encourage you to do, because it's good for 10 years. So it's good to start on that as soon as possible, and you have that taken care of. It may be something you can also ask for the holidays too. If you have family, grandparents, parents asking you what you want for Christmas, you can say, I'd like a passport, just as an option. So our deadlines for the summer, fall, and academic year are March 1st, but again, some are different, like the National Student Exchange is February 15th, so just note that. And with that, I want to thank you for attending today. These are our websites, UW-Stout email studyabroad@uwstout.edu. The bit.ly Stout OIE booking, that was the website I'm referring to for scheduling an appointment, our website, and then drop by our Instagram live, ask me anything at 5 p.m. today that I'll be hosting. That's going to be on Instagram. You can find us at UW-Stout Study Abroad. You can just search for that and find us there. And for those who are participating in the advisement day, all the different activities today, and you're trying to fill out the survey for the micro grant, the passport stamp that you have for attending this is Belize. So that is your secret word.